Afternoon, Pet Pros. So we're back for our second bonus live. Hopefully I'm live. Oh, I might have just cut off then, actually. I think that started a little bit late. Let me just see that everything is all well and I'm live. Yes, awesome. I can see myself. Perfect. So give me a hi in the comments if you're watching me live. So I'm just going to give it like a couple of seconds for people to come in because I know there's always a delay when we do these things. And make sure that Zoom is recording as well because I forgot to do that yesterday. Um, yes, that's recording too. Perfect. The tech is all working. So give me a hi in the comments. Let me know how you're all doing. Yeah, it'd be lovely to see if you're having a lovely week so far. Um, Let me turn that down because what I'm going to do is pull that up. Oh, we've got people requesting to join the group as well. Okay. All right. Let's get Ali in. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Right. Coming back to you guys. Hey, Melanie. Good to see you. Eileen as well. Kish, amazing. Sarah, Joe, Holly, Eliza. Awesome. I love this. This is brilliant. Glad to see you all back here as well, because I can see some familiar names from yesterday, which is really good. Hey Heather, good to see you. Sarah struggling with Shopify, stupid workflows and free downloads. Okay, yeah. The struggles with tech. Lorna, great week. Glad I could join you today. Awesome. Love this. This is fantastic. Okay, so the live yesterday, so the little bonus live that we did yesterday was all around mindset. And this is one of the things, like it's a big topic, mindset, and it's really, really important actually to everything in business, right? To your success in business, because mindset is like if your mindset isn't strong, if you haven't developed that strong mindset and your belief in your ability to succeed in business, then things can always be a real struggle. You'll always find ways to sabotage yourself. So I really wanted to talk about that yesterday, going into this, because um, there are some quite unique, I suppose, mindset blocks that can come up when we're talking about passive income as well, because we can, really think that we've got to just be there in the trenches doing the work. Otherwise, we feel guilty or we feel like we're cheating in some way. I didn't talk about that yesterday, but actually, that can be another one, another mindset block that may be stopping you from doing that. Like you feel like you have to be giving away absolutely everything. You have to be there, like um, literally by your client's side every hour of every day to ensure that they feel like they're getting the most from you, right? So that they feel like they're getting value from you. But that's not how this works, right? The passive income is a very, very different way of working. So we need to essentially be okay with that, be okay with this different way of working, be open to it, and get excited about it as well. Because when we're looking at digital products, when we're looking at making money online, it's actually a really exciting space. Like, because there's so much opportunity here, there's so many things that you could do, and it's another way for you to get yourself out there, create a big impact in this world, and make money and make your life better as well. Not just the lives of other people and their pets, but making your life better. Making it run like your whole business operate in a much more seamless way for you that's calmer, less pressure, less stress. So, and I'm all about that, right? I am all about that. So for me, as well as being an introvert, I do have a few health conditions. So I have IBS, dermatitis, chronic back pain, and I suffer with PMS as well, like quite bad PMS. So all of these things together, it just basically means that I can't be in it all of the time. I can't be on all of the time in my business. To have like that appointment after appointment after appointment every single day, like my physical, mental, emotional, spiritual well-being would be massively impacted. And I've done that, right? I've been there like working 50, 60 hours a week, and I basically become like a shell of myself when I'm doing that. So I can't operate like that in business. It doesn't work for me. I need that space to breathe. I need to be able to relax and recharge when I want to, which is why passive income is so important to me and why I'm so passionate as well about helping other pet pros do this and set up their businesses in this way, or just have like an income in can't even talk now, an income stream that is online and doesn't rely on you trading your time for money, right? So I think every single business should have a passive income stream. So um, yeah, I just like this whole topic is just an amazing thing, and I really want to help you this week and next week, guys, to ensure that you're setting this up and getting started on that path. So that's what we're going to do. Very, very exciting. So I hope you enjoyed yesterday the mindset bonus training. Today, we are going to be talking about your big vision for your life and your business. So this is another important foundation, I suppose, that I wanted to bring into this week, but not into the actual like official boot camp next week, as like a little bonus, because we do want to be thinking about like where we want to be, like what do we want our life to look like? What do we want our business to look like? Because if you're not clear on that, then you're not going to create the kind of results that you want. So if your vision is very wishy-washy, like there's no clarity in it, your results are going to be very wishy-washy. And that's for everything in business, like literally everything, not just this passive income side of things, but literally everything, right? So I want you to dream big today. I want you to go all in. I want you to start getting freaking excited about where things can go from here and what you can create and like what your business can look like in 12 months time, right? Because that's exciting. I love doing this kind of work. And I want to help you do that today. I've got a worksheet for you. There's some prompts on there as well. And I want you to literally sit down and fill this out. So this is a fillable worksheet on Google Drive that you can access. And yeah, sit with yourself for a little while, answer the questions and really start thinking about this stuff because it's bloody exciting when we start going into this. Okay, so Eliza, I can relate to that. I am just getting over cancer surgery. Really sorry to hear that, but I hope that you are now like totally on the mend with that. I'm determined to succeed in my digital and live business, but slowly and to have fun. Yeah, absolutely. And this is the big thing as well for a lot of people that I do work with. They do have like some sort of chronic illness in some way, or they're very introverted. You know, they're similar to me in that they want to create a business that allows them more space to breathe because like either they physically can't like be on it all the time and they can't be there in the trenches in person every single day doing the one-to-one work because their health can be up and down, or they're just a bit introverted and they want to work in a different way. They don't want to have to be so like face to face all of the time. They want it to feel a bit more easy breezy. So yeah, I totally get that. Okay, what I'm going to do, so I've already put it actually in the description, I think, the link to this, but I'll do it again and put it into the comments for you guys. Should we put that there? Yeah, I'll put that there. Okay, so this is the worksheet that you need. It's going to prompt you to make a copy of this. Okay, you don't have to do this now if you don't want to, but you can go and grab that if you want to and kind of follow along with this because I'm going to briefly walk you through this. So that's the link that you need. And it's going to prompt you to make a copy so you can save that to your own Google Drive. So with this, it is essentially a like a fillable worksheet. Oh, I might actually share my screen because I can do that. with Zoom because then we can see it side by side, which is awesome. Yeah, let's do that. Fantastic. Is that working? Let me have a look over here and check, just double check that that's working. It's probably going to show that, isn't it? Let me know in the comments, guys, if you can see that. Give me a yes that you can see this sheet. So, okay, yeah, I can see it. I can actually see it. That's good. Okay. All right. So, because I can come over here and then this will stay on there, I think. Yes, it will. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. So this is the Vision Builder worksheet, and I want you to start designing that ideal life and business when it relates to, as it relates to passive income. Okay. So this is your space to just really dream big, just imagine what is possible for you. Keep yourself open to the possibilities and the opportunities here. Don't limit yourself by kind of essentially what you like. I want you to stretch yourself here. I don't want you to limit yourself for what your kind of human mind, your ego mind thinks is possible right now. Okay, because there are limitless possibilities here. If you want to be like a 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure business owner, that is 100% available to you, right? If that's what you want, if that's what you want to go for. So I don't want you to like, we need to think so much further outside the box here. And I want you to get really excited about this, right? Think about your ideal life, your dream life, and your dream business. Go really big with this. Don't limit yourself to, oh, so I'm making this amount of money right now, so maybe I can just make like a little bit more than this. Dream big, okay? Okay, so good. Yes, 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 you can see that. Awesome. What are you using for your fillable PDF? It's not a PDF. So this is Google Drive. This is essentially just like a document that I've created um, where it's like a Word document. So you've probably used Word before. It's like a Word document. It's just in Google Drive, so Google Docs. And you can just create like the content that you want on it. You can then create a box, which is then like where you can put in your like answers and fill in your information. So it just, yeah, you can just create these nice little documents and things. So this is generally what I use for, if you work with me, if you've worked with me before, there's quite a few people here, I think, that have worked with me actually before or are working with me right now. They will know that I love a Google Doc, and you will find lots of these like worksheets and workbooks in my trainings and yeah, so to support my video trainings and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is generally how I like to work, and they're a really good, it's a really nice format that gives you like a nice clean document that people can then fill in and save to, the cloud, basically, to their own Google Drive. So yeah, that's a little tip for you there. That these are great for digital products. So if you're creating like an online course, if you're creating like a workbook as your digital product, that's awesome. You could create something like this really, really easily and sell that, like literally package that up and sell it. Or it can support, yeah, online courses, memberships, group programs, literally anything that you're creating, workshops, masterclasses, if you wanted to do that as well. Like these are really, really good. So yeah, hope that helps. Hey Debbie, hi from Ottawa. Amazing, love that. Oh, so I'm viewed on Google Drive, people can fill it in. Yeah, absolutely. So you save it as your own to your own Google Drive. That's why it says make a copy of it before you can actually access it, because otherwise you'd be accessing the like um master copy of that. Okay, so your freedom fueled future. So I want you to start really pondering these kind of questions here. So I'm going to run through this, but I'm going to do it pretty quickly so that we're not kind of here all day pondering these individual questions. But you can do this afterwards. So come away from this, give yourself some like quiet time to sit down with yourself and really fill this in and start dreaming, as I mentioned. So really dream about this and think about what you want. What do you actually want here? So what does your ideal day look like? Like get really descriptive on that. What does your ideal day look like? Are you like, waking up and doing like a bit of yoga? Maybe you go for some lunch or brunch or breakfast or whatever with some friends. Maybe you come back and you do like a little bit of marketing, maybe like create a couple of posts for social media and emails, and then maybe you are going out or something for a meal with your partner. Um, Maybe you're going out to like pottery classes or something like that. What does that ideal day look like for you? Really start thinking about what that looks like. Does it feel really spacious? Does it feel like you're really at peace throughout that day? Um, to give you time to do the things like other things that bring you a lot of joy. What does that look like? How do your mornings begin? So do you have like this lovely morning routine going on? What does that look like for you? What does your workday feel like? Calm, creative, spacious, joyful. So when you are working, what does that feel like? What do you want? What kind of emotion, feeling do you want to embody in your work days? Right? Because a lot of you right now may be feeling pretty like freaking stressed out, panicked around your work day, like there's like overwhelm, like there's too much to do, and you're just running around like a headless chicken. What do you want that to actually feel like, your work day? Who are you surrounded by? So, who's supporting you? Do you have people in your team that you're surrounded by that are supporting you and helping you to like post content or manage your inbox and yeah, like manage your bookkeeping and stuff like that. Who are you surrounded by? Who is there to support you? And also in your personal life as well, the kind of friends that you have, your partner, your kids, whatever. What does that look like? What are you doing more of and less of? So specifically, what are you doing more of and what are you doing less of? So is there some things that you need to let go of, right? To bring you to that ideal version of yourself? Is there something you need to do more of to bring you to that ideal version of yourself? So capture that in that box there. The more that you write, that will just expand out, okay? So yeah, write whatever you want in there. Just start dreaming, start thinking about what this looks like for you. Your lifestyle vision. So how many days a week do you want to work? So we're continuing on this idea. How many days a week do you want to work, right? Do you want to work like 3 days a week, 4 days a week? Right now, you might be working like 6 or 7 days a week and you're feeling the pressure, like exhausted and drained by that. Maybe you want to drop that down, right? So for me personally, I work like 4 days a week, about 20 hours a week. So I don't work from Friday to Sunday. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are my days off. And throughout that 4 day period, Monday to Thursday, I work about 20 hours, sometimes a lot less than that. Because my business allows me to be able to do that, right? So what does that look like for you? What do you want? How many days do you want to be working every single week? How many hours a day do you want to be working, right? So you might find at the moment that you're working like, I don't know, 8 to 10, 12 hours potentially. And that's not the ideal that you want to be doing. So think about actually, if you really thought about it, how many hours a day would feel lovely to you, right? So for me personally, if I could start going past like the 5 hour mark a day, 5 hours a day, I'm like, like I'm done, I'm wiped. But for me as well, I work really, really quickly. So I cram a hell of a lot into that 5 hours a day when I am working because I am a speedy worker. I know exactly what I need to do, and I sit down and I'm like, right, let's get this done. So yeah, that's kind of how I work. You might work very differently to that, but you can plan that out for yourself, right? And think about, right, how many hours do I actually want to be working a day? What would extra income allow you to do? So travel more, spend lazy mornings with your dogs, take Fridays off. What would that extra income actually allow you to achieve in your life here? Start thinking about that. What are three things you'd love to experience or achieve thanks to more time and money freedom? So there may be some things that you've been thinking about for ages that you would love to do, love to experience, but you have been putting it off or procrastinating on it because, for whatever reason, you think you're not ready, you know, it's not the right time, whatever that is. So thanks to more time and money freedom, what are those kind of three things that you would love, love, love to experience or achieve in your life? So think about what that is. Again, there's a box there for you to fill that in. Just coming back to you guys as well, just keeping up with these comments. I adore working at the expense of, for example, gym that I detest. Yeah, okay. Yeah, gym. I've found a love recently for, I say recently, it's like the last year or so for exercising. And I never thought I'd say that because I've never been one for exercising. I've never found something that I enjoy. I don't go to the gym because it's not a place that I want to go to and would want to go to on a regular basis. Um, like again, I'm very introverted. I love being in my own space. Like I love, love, love that. Being around lots of other people that are, there's that whole kind of gym culture where there's a lot of like posing and I just know there's just weirdness that happens at gyms that I can't get on board with. Um, so I don't do that, but I've found a love for Pilates and just like my own like cardio and strength routine that I do in my house. So I have like a big attic space. That doesn't sound very nice, but it's actually quite a nice big attic space that we've kitted out. So I do that, and I do that like 5 days a week, and it's awesome. Like it's definitely helped with my back issues because that was a big, big problem for me for so many years. It's better than it used to be, but it's still, I still have pain there. But things like Pilates and just moving exercising, moving the body, it helps so much with any kind of pain like that. But I've just found like a love for exercise, which is awesome because I'm getting to that age now where it's like, okay, I'm gonna really have to start doing something here, like eating healthily, well, more healthy than I did previously, I suppose, and just moving my body and doing more than just like walking low key, which actually like she's a bit terrible at walking. She's very slow. She likes to sniff, which is fine. That's her walk, but it's not much in the way of exercise for me. So it's nice to kind of do more than that each day and give myself a really good workout. So yeah. Anyway, just went off on a little workout tangent there. What's your secret? Yeah, it's one of those things. I think it's so important to find something that you like really enjoy. And it took me a long time to find that because I tried running, tried just going out and running. That was never for me. Uh, I don't know, I just find that really boring and yeah, it's just not for me. And I did do some like gym stuff for sure, joined a gym, did that for a while. It's like, yeah, this really is not for me. And then I found Pilates, and I've just got like an app basically that I use and follow along to that. Um, and I find that for me, I listen to that app. I know that there would be a lot of people that are just like, oh, I'm done now, I can't be bothered. But I'm like the way that my brain works, I'm like, right, okay, let's go. Like the only person that I'm up against is myself. I'm in competition with myself, and that's enough for me to keep that drive going forwards. I think when you get into that routine as well, it's so much easier to just keep doing it. There is that period for sure when you first start like exercising, where it's like, this is really, really hard, and I don't want to do it. But then you kind of get obsessed with it. You kind of get a little bit like, yeah, just really like excited to go and do your exercise, which honestly, I just never thought I'd say that. So I think the secret is really finding something that you're very interested in and you love doing. Yeah, hope that helped. Gone off on a little tangent there, but let's get back to this. Okay, so your business vision as well. So I want you to connect your dream life to the business that will actually support it as well. So first and foremost, really, really important, what do you want your business to be known for? What is your big mission and vision for your business? Okay, you need to know what that is. This is like business basics, business foundations. Like, what do you want to be known for? We want to put that into like a simple sentence here. So for me, like I am known as the pet business strategist and coach, and I help people specifically with like making money online. I help pet business owners, ethical pet business owners specifically as well, with making money online and working less and having more freedom in their lives. Creating a business basically that is wildly profitable, easy and fun to run. That's what I'm known for. And I talk a lot about, yeah, just growing a business that is aligned with you and allows you to create a business that supports your like energy and your personality. Like you can grow your business in alignment with those things. That's what I'm about. So we need to understand what that is for you. That's so, so important. So how do you want clients to describe working with you as well? So when you think about working with clients, how do you want them to describe working with you? Do you want them to say, it's, you're just awesome, like they love your energy, that you get real results for your clients as well. They're really happy with working with you, whatever that looks like, get descriptive on that as well. What parts of your business light you up? Like this is really important to understand as well, like what parts of your business in terms of like the services that you offer as well, what is that thing that you love, love, love doing? You love doing, because this is going to be the thing that is your main driver. This is going to be the thing that is going to be sustainable long term because it lights you up, because you love it, right? So for me, it is the passive income digital product side of business. I love teaching this. I love helping pet business owners get set up with this stuff, creating their own online revenue streams. Like that lights me up. What part of your business lights you up? Because you may have many different parts to your business, right? What would you love to simplify, automate, or let go of completely? So there may be some things in your business right now where you're overcomplicating the process. You're overcomplicating whatever it is in your business. So you're doing things manually, these menial tasks, that you could automate, right? Or you're going about it in a really complicated way. Or there are things that you're hanging on to that actually aren't serving you at all. They're not serving your business. They're not delivering the result or the outcome that you want. And we need to let go of it completely. So if you're really honest with yourself, break those down. What would you love to simplify, automate, or let go of completely? Right? Really think about that, because that can actually be a really quick win for you, that you might find, oh, like I could do that right now. I could let go of, I don't know, that particular service. I don't enjoy delivering it. It's not bringing me in very much money anyway, potentially, and clients don't really get results. So let's axe that service and focus on this service that people love, that's really profitable and is getting people results, right? There's lots of different examples that I could give there, but think about what you can simplify, automate, or let go of completely. You'll understand what that is when you start really thinking about it. Your passive income possibilities. So start linking your vision to the offers you could create here. So I want you to start thinking about, before we head into the bootcamp proper next week, what topics light you up the most when you teach or talk about them? So when it comes to your business, your current business, and actually it could be something that you're not really like known for right now, but you know that you know a lot about. So you don't have to be the almighty expert in that specific thing. It's just like, I have this information, I have this knowledge in my brain, and I can help someone. I can help someone and their pet with that problem, and you have the solution for it, right? So think about what lights you up most when you talk about them or you're teaching them as you do at the moment. Because that is going to start giving you some ideas of what you can create next week as well. What's the number one problem your clients or pet parents always come to you for help with? So to give you some ideas here as well, really think about, what do your clients come to you for? What is that common problem that you see all of the time amongst your clients and also your audience as well, like your online community? They may be asking you those questions, or in the wider community that you're seeing in like Facebook groups or in forums and things like that. What is that thing that keeps cropping up for people that you can help them solve? If you could package your knowledge into something that earns while you rest, what would it be? So, you could be thinking about like an online course, a membership, a digital resource, ebook, a simple workshop or masterclass. If you could package that up, what would it be? What are you thinking here for that? And I would recommend, I will sort of talk about this more next week, but I would recommend starting more on the smaller side, like the easier side, if this is your first time creating a digital product. Because if you start thinking about, right, I'm going to create this 12 module signature course, or this really in-depth 12-month group program or something like that, then that's big. That's quite a big thing for you to start off with when you haven't done this before. So, think about mini courses and ebooks and workshops and masterclasses, those kind of things. I'd start there first of all, if this is your first like step into this world. Your why statement as well. So your reason is your anchor. So you want to be writing a single powerful sentence that sums up why this matters to you. So why do you want to be creating passive income? We want to be thinking about that and pulling ourselves back to that all of the time, because when motivation starts to wane, right? When we start thinking, for whatever reason, like this is really hard, I'm not cut out for this. Oh, this tech is a nightmare. I'm just going to put it off and wait, I don't know, for weeks until someone can help me. Um, when we do come up against these challenges, which happens all of the time in business, is part of being a business. Like you can't get away from that. There are always going to be challenges as you go through business. It's not plain sailing. It's like that. It's like a roller coaster, right? But it's important that even with those challenges, even with those failures that happen sometimes, we get back on the horse and we keep going. Like that's how you make a success of anything. You don't just go, oh, that didn't work, so maybe I'll just stop. Maybe this is not for me. No, no one gets anywhere like that. No business owner has ever got to the level of success where they are today without having those challenges and having many, many failures along the way. I've had loads and loads of failures in my like 12, 13 years in business. You've just got to keep going. It's the people that are the most like stubborn, I suppose, and determined. And I have that like inbuilt in me because I am Taurus, a classic Taurus, a stubborn bull, and I will just keep going. Like if I have 100 failures, I will keep going. If I have thousands of failures and I get some successes along the way, I'm like, right, okay, everything along the way is like a learning opportunity here. That's how I look at every challenge, every mistake, every failure. Put that in quotation marks because they're not failures. It's all a learning opportunity. You can learn so much from that. So we need to come back to that why statement. So you can essentially start off that sentence with, I'm creating passive income because, and then you put in, why are you doing this? What's important to you here? So examples here, I'm creating passive income so I can spend more time outdoors with my dogs. Like really simple. But you want to be spending more time with your own dogs and having adventures and going out and, giving them the life that they deserve as well. And just enjoying that with them. Like that's a beautiful thing. I'm creating passive income so I can earn without exhaustion, right? So I can earn money, live a really happy, comfortable life without feeling drained and exhausted all of the time. I'm creating passive income to build a business that gives me freedom and joy, right? So that you have the freedom to go off and do whatever you want, work from wherever you want, go and take holidays whenever you want, take time off, like just take like come into the week and be like, I'm just going to take Tuesday off this week because I can, right? And know that you don't have these back-to-back appointments booked in. You just like, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to take the Tuesday off because I absolutely can. So that's yeah, that's an awesome thing. So think about what that looks like for you. So I'm creating passive income because, okay? So we need to be thinking about that. And lastly, what I want to talk about is a dream board. So I don't know if you've come across this concept before. I mean, it's been around for many, many years. And if you've been in the business world, I suppose, for a while, people often talk about dream boards. So this is essentially where you can compile lots of different ideas around that big vision that you have for your life and your business and put it into a dream board that you can see like every single day. So you can anchor that into your mind and know exactly what you're working towards, right? So I have a board over there, like in my office, that just has lots and lots of words around like what I want to achieve, um, yeah, what I want to make in my business, what I want my life to be like, all of that kind of stuff. I also have a desktop like wallpaper and I've made like a visual representation of the dream board as well. So it has like, yeah, I've used Canva essentially to create it, and I put lots of different images in there, like home wise, like what I want my home to look like, travel, um there's like words and stuff on there as well, and some affirmations and things. Yeah, just basically what I want to create in my life, right? So think about for you what that looks like as well. So you can think about your dream working environment, your home, your revenue goal, walks with your dog, travel plans, moments of calm and creativity, all of these kind of things, like visual representations of what that looks like. So that when you're kind of working, you might have a little home office or something, when you're doing your admin work, you can see that immediately when you log into your computer, or you have it on your wall, like in your home where you spend a lot of your time. And that might be in like a living room or something like that. Um, or you may have like a home office, as I mentioned, and it's just there to remind you of why you're doing this, like why you're going down this road to create that life that you want. And you can remind yourself every day of what you're working towards. Okay, so that's a little exercise that you can do there as well. Um, as well as filling in this sheet, because I want you to get really clear on this. I want you to spend some time on this as well, because it is such a good exercise to just kind of really visualize what it is that you want and create that vision. Because I don't think enough business owners actually do this. And we need to, like, this can change as well. Like, this can really evolve over time, like the closer you get to it and the more like clarity that you get on what you want to create in your life and your business. So yeah, it's something that we should be doing on a regular basis also. But if you've never done this before, then absolutely, do this now. And think about that dream board as well, because that's a lovely exercise to pull together like these images and things of what are really important to you and what you want to create in your life. It's just an awesome thing. And then a little reflection as well for you here. So what's one small step that you can take this week to move you closer to your vision? Okay. write it down and commit to taking action, even if it's tiny, because every small step adds up to your future freedom. So think about, from your answers there, what you could actually put into action, like today, right? Today or this week. So it could be something like, you're working maybe like literally 7 days a week. You don't give yourself a break, you don't give yourself time off. It could be you saying to yourself, today, I will no longer be working on a Sunday. That is my time. That is my time for self-care. I'm going to claim that time for myself, right? I'm not booking anyone in. There's no like dog training classes. There are no dog grooming appointments. There's nothing. This is my time to rest, recharge, and look after myself. Because actually, the most important asset in your business is you. And if you are unwell, if you're feeling like you're basically lacking that love for your business, you're feeling resentful potentially of your business, and you're just exhausted, right? That's no good. That is no good. We need to be able to show up as our best selves always. So you need to do what you need to do to put these moments in place for self-care, these boundaries and things like that, and ensure that everything that you're doing is in alignment to that vision that you want to create. Okay, so we want to be working slowly but surely, closer and closer and closer to that vision. And we do that with incremental changes and upgrades, actually. So think about what you could commit to this week that is one change, even if it's really, really small and tiny, that will take you a step closer to that vision that you have. Okay. That's what I want you to do today. Okay, so let me come back to you guys. Actually, I'm going to just stop sharing my screen as well. Okay. Do we have any questions as well? Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about any of that, or you want to talk about any of that, or actually if you want to put in, I'd love to actually hear your why statements. So if you can put into the comments, I'm creating passive income because, and what that is for you. Why do you want to be creating passive income in your business? So put that into the comments. I'd love to see that. Um, Try turmeric and black pepper powder. Make a tea with it, add some sweetener. That sounds really interesting. Um, yeah, turmeric's one of those like real, what are they called? Like superfoods, that's what it's called, a superfood. That's what they call things like that, don't they? But yeah, that sounds really interesting, Sarah. What's the name of the app? Oh, what was I talking about? What was I talking about when I was talking about an app? Was it Canva, maybe? Um, Let me know. Let me know. Remind me on that. Lorna, I agree on the boring running. I've just got into kettlebells and resonating with the movement of it. Yeah, yeah. So I've got like yeah, I've got like this thing upstairs. It's dumbbells, but you can collapse it all to then turn it into a kettlebell, and I find that's quite a good one as well. So yeah, I do like kettlebells also. Uh, Holly, I'm fascinated by cat behavior and I know a lot, but I'm not a qualified behaviorist. I would love to be though. Awesome. Love that. Um, Canine behaviorist rehabbing dogs for welfare dogs rescued by police and dog wardens. Just started my accreditation course, but been doing this for a long time. Also started writing court reports. Oh my God. So trying to decide how I can write courses for pet owners whose dog has PTSD, or is a rescue dog with challenges, or is just stubborn and will not cooperate with dog training. Interesting. Okay. Trying to decide if I should if I should write court reports as keep being asked to for rescue dogs. Okay, 11-month dogs turn a corner. Yeah, absolutely. I could earn a lot for this, but money is secondary to me. So happy when an owner is sentenced and the dog is safe. I feel a bit guilty making money from this, but it is so needed. Yeah, interesting. I'd love to flesh that out with a bit more with you next week. We can talk a little bit more about that. Um, Sarah, I refuse to work weekends now. Yeah, absolutely. I love that you put that boundary in place for yourself. Like, I did that such a long time ago. I was just like, nope, I'm not going to be working weekends anymore. Like, I need to have that time off. I need to have that slightly prolonged break between like a slightly busy working week, I suppose, where I've got a lot of ideas going on and creativity to just come back down to like rest and relaxation to settle everything, right? And look after myself as well. And really just, yeah, give myself that time to do what brings me joy, right? So I like use the weekends to go. So I make pots and things. I'm a pottery person. So I have a lovely pottery workshop that I go to that's just down the road. I'm so lucky that it's like literally less than 5 minutes away in the car. And it's awesome. I just go there on like a Saturday or a Sunday and spend time just like throwing some mugs and plates and all of these lovely things and just making because I'm a handsy creative person. I love crafting. So I have like a whole craft area that's filled with loads of different things, like macrame. I do a lot of macrame. I do a lot of like paper quilling, pyrography, candle making stuff. There's so much stuff over there, and I just pull stuff out when I want to. I'm like, yeah, this is me in my happy place. So yeah, we need that time for ourselves to indulge in those kind of things that we enjoy, right? Okay. Right, okay. I'm creating passive income or trying to, so I can look after myself when I come more ancient. Yes, this is the thing as well. So there's a lot of for sure, I hear from a lot of people as well. It's like I there's only so much longer that I can or want to be doing this work, like and being outside in all weathers and or as a groomer, like bending over dogs. Like that's tough. That's really hard on your back. So just having this, like as you get older to be able to make money in a much, much easier way and support your support the lifestyle that you want to lead as you get older for sure, right? That's something to be working towards here. Pilates app. Okay, so what is it called? Is it Better Me? I think it's Better Me. Yeah, Better Me. So if you just go to Google, type in Better Me, you'll be able to find it. There's so many other things on there that they have as well, other than Pilates. So they do. So I got like not roped into this, but drawn into this. There was like an advert for wall Pilates, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I could give that a try. So I did do that, and there was like a whole like 30-day like challenge, I suppose, for it. And that's how it got me started. But they have so many other things on there as well. So they have just like normal home Pilates on there, doesn't use the wall. They have cardio things on there. Like one of the other ones that I do quite often is like indoor walking. So there's another advert for that. It's just basically like cardio, just getting your heart rate up. Um, yeah, there's lots of strength training for sure and stretching and just so many different things, like so many different things. It's a really good app. Definitely one to look at. So Eliza, I want to do this to help others become dog behaviorists or to attend residential courses with their rescue dog to iron out wrinkles that come with dogs from rescues. Have fun at the same time. Awesome. Love that. I want to create passive income so I can reach more people and get more benefits for my business and personal life. Tapping into my full potential, the big goal for me. Yeah, absolutely. I love how, yeah, it's because it like the vision, it is about right, what we want to do to impact more people. What is that big vision that we have to help other people and their pets? But it's also like on the other side of that, it's like, what do we want to create for ourselves also? So I love that you're looking at that from both perspectives because we do want to be doing that. Turmeric, anti-inflammatory. Yeah, absolutely. That can be good. So I need a lot of that in my body actually because because I've got dermatitis. It's not too bad at the moment actually. It's to do with my hands. So I get quite inflamed. Like my skin is terrible. It's why I never wear like makeup or anything like that because I literally cannot wear makeup without my skin on my face like swelling or becoming like red and nasty. And my hands, I've got dermatitis, so sometimes this flares up really, really badly and it becomes red and raw and itchy and inflamed, and it's a freaking nightmare. So, anti-inflammatory stuff, anything that I can do to get more of that into my body is for sure good for me. Um, Without using, going down the route of like steroid creams and things like that, which I do have, and I try not to use too often at all. But the natural way is what I'm always looking for as well. So my why is more financial support and to get my ethical message more readily available for people. Yes, absolutely. And this is the big thing as well. And this is why I want to help so many more ethical pet business owners, is because like your message is so, so bloody important. And there is, as we know, there's a lot of like dodgy stuff going on in this industry. And, pet parents, they don't know any better. They literally don't know that there is a better, more humane, more ethical way of doing things. So we need to educate them around that. So, a big part of my job and my mission is to help you guys get your message out there and reach more people and impact more people. Um, so yeah, I want to help you do that. So I love that you're like, um, you want to get that out there essentially, because there's a lot of nonsense out there, as we know. Sarah, I've always wondered if I can create something teaching people how to set up a successful business making dog leads and collars. Like you can create a business around pretty much anything, right? Um, like I don't believe that there is I mean, you can go too niche. You can definitely go too niche, but there will always be people out there that are like, do you know what? That's of real interest to me, and it can be really interesting for them. So yeah, for sure, um, it's something to explore. So I don't wear makeup either. Yeah, it's quite annoying for me actually because I used to wear quite a lot of makeup, so I'm yeah, like inside me in here. There is at heart a rock chick, right? So I'm on that kind of alternative side of things, always have been, grew up wearing like slightly gothy clothes and lots of makeup. But somewhere along the line, I probably wore too much of it and it reacted with my skin, and now my skin is forever like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that anymore unless you want to be, look really unwell. Um, but yeah, I would if I could more often, but I just can't. I just can't do it. It's not good for me. Sarah, if you're in a hard water area, if you bathe, get basically baking soda for your bath. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting one as well. Dermal 500 emollient. Yeah, there's like so many like creams and things that I've used, like Cetraben, I think is the one that I'm using at the moment. It's like a general all over moisturizer. But then I've got other things like steroid creams. What's it called? Elicon, I think it's Elicon. Yeah, that one's pretty good and it clears it up quite quickly. Okay, right, we're talking about skin conditions now, so we've moved way off the point. But today, essentially, what I want you to do is think about that vision for your business and your life, and really get clear on what that is. Okay. Really think about, again, what that business vision is in terms of what you want to be known for, what's your mission and your vision for your business, but also, but on the personal side of things, what do you want to create for your life, your lifestyle? Because that's hugely important. Okay. Um, Catherine, your skin could also be triggered by food intolerance or sensitivities. Yeah, I did have like lots of tests done before, and there was nothing really conclusive here. Um, but like for sure I know there are some things that do kind of set it off more. Like if I use chemicals essentially on my hands, if I'm like cleaning like my toilet or something, or I'm cleaning the bathroom and I'm using like sprays, like quite harsh sprays and things like that, it's like, well, after like 2 days, for 2 days later, I'm just like, this is really itchy, ow, ow, ow. And then I put gloves on generally to clean anything. But I think I might be allergic also to like the rubber, the silicone, I think it is inside like gloves. So it's like it's one of those situations where it's like, what do I do here? What do I do? Okay. Yeah, dermal is excellent. I shower with it. Oh, I also have eczema, which has got worse since perimenopause. Yeah. Oh, I found that lots of things are getting worse with perimenopause. This is something that I'm exploring at the moment as well, and I need to go to my GP and speak to them further about it. But yeah, perimenopause, it's a bloody nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare, and it's unfair as well. It's so unfair. Like we deal with all that nonsense when we're younger, and then we come to an age when we're older, and it's like, oh, here's another joke for you. This is what you're going to have to deal with for the next like 10, 15 years or whatever it is with these like symptoms. So, what can you do? Okay, guys, I will leave it there. So yeah, have a look at that worksheet, spend some time really sitting down and dreaming it all out and what you want that to look like. I'm going to be back here tomorrow again for the final bonus live before we kick off next week. So that is going to be about your ideal students essentially, and getting clear on who they are. Not I'm not going to be talking just about the surface level demographics here. I'm going to be talking about your psychographics for your ideal students and getting clear on what that is, right? So that's going to be a good one. So do join me as well for tomorrow's live. So that is going to be again same time, 2 p.m. UK time, so GMT, and we'll be back here for another awesome live. Fantastic. All right, guys, I will see you all then. Any questions, if you're catching the replay, do put them into the comments and I will come back a little later and answer those. So have a lovely, lovely rest of your day, evening, afternoon, and we will catch each other again tomorrow. Bye.